up, nigglets? So we are back. Sorry about yesterday. I was dead tired and I was having issues with my audio. It was just a mess, but we are well rested today and the issue should be fixed, so we should be good to go. So the first video we're going to react to is by B with the T. It's titled Beyonce's UK fans pay her dust. This is regarding her concert. I did see a lot of people complaining about her concert ticket prices or whatnot. It says, yeah, she's struggling to sell overpriced concert tickets. That's what the claim is. We'll see about that. And it says, Tamara's man is a liar. What? Let's see what's happening. Let's watch.
Okay, you guys, so it looks like Beyonce is paying the price for her crazy high concert ticket prices. Now, I did a video about a week ago highlighting how upset her fans were at these prices. I mean, floor seats were ranging in the thousands easily. So Beyonce is bringing her to...
I mean, that's what I paid last time. I paid over $1,000 for Renaissance. I thought that was the standard. But here's the thing. Just don't go. I don't understand getting upset and whining and bitching about it online and being mad that the prices are that amount. Just don't go. Just be like, girl, fuck you. I'm not paying that, and going about your business. I don't understand. If that's her price, that's her price.
Or to the UK, which she usually does, but this time fans are not buying. It's being reported by outlets that she's having a very hard time selling out with these 6 shows because allegedly fans are not here for the prices. So one outlet reported, well, the issue is the prices of said tickets. Looking at Ticketmaster, you'll see that the cheapest seat at the very back of the stadium costs £121, which is around $153, and the Brits simply aren't having it. Now, this is a layout of her concert in London, and it's slightly different. There is no sitting room on the floor. Everybody is standing, and the floor tickets out there are like $300, okay? $300-something, which is still a lot less than we are paying in America.
But they make a lot less. No shade, but they do. So obviously it's going to be less.
But they are still saying, Beyonce, it's way too high, and we are not buying, allegedly. But what's so interesting is with her Renaissance tour, she had no problem selling out in London. She had no problem selling out in the UK. But this time, they allegedly feel like the prices are just too high. So as of now, Beyonce has not sold out of her London tickets. But this is so interesting, being that this is kind of like a mini tour for Beyonce. So she's not doing as many shows over there. So you would think that she wouldn't have a hard time selling out those 6 shows. But I want to know, what do you think about this? Do you feel like Beyonce is really hindering herself with these prices? Do you think she's taking it too far and it's finally catching up with her? Or do you think that
Also, it takes time for people to buy their tickets. Like, I don't understand. Why are we reporting on this now? When is the show? It said June? Bro, we're in February. What are we talking about? That's so many months away. It has time to sell out. So...
low ticket sales has to do with her going into the country genre. Do you feel like maybe they just can't relate? Y'all let me know what you feel in the comments below. But moving on to the next story. Okay, you guys, so Tamara Housley's husband, Adam, is getting so much backlash for his comments that he made about food stamps. So Donald Trump wants to make it to where you cannot buy any junk food on food stamps anymore. He wants to cancel all of that out. So Adam took to his Twitter to give his 2 cents, and people are calling him out. So someone posted on Twitter, breaking: Trump administration may ban the use of food stamps for purchasing junk food per NYP. So he posted, as a kid who grew up in neighborhood grocery stores since I was 5, I can't tell you how many times I saw people come in and buy crap food for their kids with food stamps. Then open the wallet and use cash for liquor, beer, wine, and cigarettes. Then there were those who would repeatedly buy a lemon or lime and get the change, walk out the door, throw them away, and do it again until they had enough change to buy cigarettes or alcohol. As a kid, it pissed me off because there are some people who could really use the help, and then there are these others working the system. And people called him out because they did not believe him. Now, just a quick backstory. People are not really fans of Adam in the black community. Number one,
he do got a racist face. I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, obviously he's with a biracial woman. So anyway, I'm not saying this man is racist, but something about his face I don't like. All right, he just seems it's giving KKK. I don't know.
Because he worked for Fox News, and number two, he's allegedly a Trump supporter, so he already is being given the side eye when it comes to our community. But this is what they had to say about his post. You are a goddamn lie, LOL. This never happened. Goddamn lie. And the fact that you fix your fingers to type this BS is crazy. So you were mad at age 5? I wasn't aware Karens were made at that age. Or your story is probably not true because you're a Trumper.
Yeah, that does not sound believable. At 5 years old, I doubt you cared about, oh, they're working the system and the food stamp. What 5-year-old is thinking like that? That doesn't make any sense. You thinking about, when can I stop being in the store so I can go play with my Legos outside? 5? Shut up.
Imagine being so racist as a child that you got pissed off as a 5-year-old watching people buy things that had nothing to do with you. You were so rich that you couldn't relate. You likely had no idea what the F EBT was.
Right. You had to understand that as well at 5. There's no way. I mean, I don't want to say it's impossible, but that just sounds wild. And if you did understand that, and this is the truth, I question your childhood. Because what the hell your parents got going on in that household to where this is even a concern for a fucking 5-year-old? That's weird.
Your front yard.
To say this is racist though, that might be a bit of a reach. I don't know how I feel about that. I haven't thought about it. This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Trump saying that you can't buy junk food. I don't see how that can be deemed racist. I mean, I guess you can claim that. No, I don't understand how that's racist at all. I don't get that. I don't think that's a bad thing, actually, to ban people from buying junk food with food stamps. Buy some actual food. And, of course, you can say that, oh, well, it's more expensive. I feel like that's a very overused, incorrect claim that buying healthy food is so much more expensive. It's not technically. I mean, you can definitely find cheaper, healthy foods. Obviously, if you're getting like salad packs, they overprice the shit out of those. But if you're actually getting like lettuce and beans and rice and stuff, that shit is relatively cheap. So I don't agree that it's so much more expensive to buy healthier foods and that's all they can afford to get. Like, I don't agree with that. And that's cap. They might not have the knowledge about how to cook healthier foods, but that's why we have the internet. That's not an excuse either, actually. You can literally Google, you can YouTube videos. There are so many videos on YouTube that show how to make healthy, low-cost meals. So there are no excuses. So yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing, honestly. I just don't shoot me, whatever.
And when they say he had a vineyard as his front yard, they are not lying. So he grew up in Napa, California, and this explains Adam is a 6th generation from the Bay Area and was born and raised in wine country, growing up with a vineyard in his front yard. And Adam was born in 1971, so that means he grew up around that area between the 70s and the 80s. And this is why people are feeling like he's not being honest, because he didn't even grow up in an impoverished area to where you would see people constantly using food stamps all the time. They're calling cap all the way around because that is a middle class area. And he responded to all the backlash when someone asked, I have questions. Why do y'all hate the disadvantaged so much? And when in history did you ever get change back from food stamps?
Yeah, I was confused by that part too, but I don't have experience with that, so I just kept my mouth shut. Because I'm like, wait, you get change back and then you are able to use that on like other shit? I don't know. Yeah, that don't make sense.
Who in wine country where you grew up was on food stamps? And he didn't really specifically answer those questions, but he did say you missed the entire point, and people, haters, have once again purposely lied and taken things out of context. We were talking about how fraud hurts people who truly needed them. I saw it firsthand for years and continue to help people in need out of my own pocket. But that doesn't fit the hater narrative, completely taken out of context. That's the world today, though. Likely none of the trolls and haters have ever given a dime or lifted a hand to help. So there's that. Now, my personal opinion, do I believe he's being honest? No, I don't believe he's being completely honest. Maybe he saw something once before in his life, or maybe he heard a story and he's running with it, but it's not given. This is what I grew up seeing. Right. Because when he was confronted with the
maybe not KKK, but maybe violence. Something is off with this man's face. Something is wrong.
Opportunity to explain in detail what he saw, he gave a general.
And I'm not accusing this man of doing anything. I'm not saying he puts his hands on anybody. You know, I'm just saying something is off.
Response. So I'm not.
My spidey senses are tingling looking at his face.
Not really buying it. And you cannot get change back from food stamps. So he's lying about that. And on top of that, he grew up in a nice area. Not to say that somebody who's in a nice area won't have food stamps, but it was a different time back then. I'm just not buying it, okay? But I want to know, what do you guys feel about his comments? Do you feel like there's a racial undertone? Do you feel like he's telling the truth, or he's full of...
Honestly, no. I don't think there's a racial undertone with this particular case, but I do believe that he may make racial comments, though. I mean, I can definitely see him making racial comments in the privacy of his own home and with his KKK friends. But as far as this particular situation, I don't really perceive this to be racial. And I honestly don't perceive Trump wanting to ban people buying junk food as racist either. I feel like to say that's racist is kind of racist because the implication is that, oh, people of color, they just can't go without buying junk food. They gotta have their junk food, and you trying to take that away from them, you racist. Like, I feel like that's kind of the implication, and that's weird. I do think it's odd, though, to try to dictate what people can purchase with their food stamps. As long as it's food. Like, what? They're not buying, liquor and shit with it, so why can't they buy food? I get this is probably a step towards trying to combat obesity, but I don't know if this is the proper way to do it. Let people buy what they want. So I think that's a bit strange. It's giving dictatorship. But being racial, I don't know about that. But that's just my opinion. As far as the Beyonce ticket prices, bro, if people don't want to pay it, they don't want to pay it. That's your prerogative. But to say that, she having a hard time selling tickets when the concert is 4 months away is wild. Like, are y'all serious? What? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next time. Bye.